Namaskar. Welcome to the example number 21 for the event Professional Prospects. In the previous examples, 19 and 20, we were discussing on two male charts. The 19 that chart is very good for the professional prospect, business prospects, running a very huge factory for the textile business and also doing exports in a very big level. Despite some obstacles, some losses, then he had a very good, backup, and he could come out of that easily, and he's doing very good business. The second one, that example number 20, he is also into the same business, but when compared to that example 19, 20 is almost more than 50% lesser than that only. It is on average one, but there are some favorable signification during some period is good, ups and downs are there, and a lot of hurdles also present. Not a very good growth like the first one. That business level also, when compared to the 19, it is less, and also growth also less, but overall it is fine. But when compared to that 19, it is not so good. Now we are going to study in another example. Example number 21, he is also into the same business, but his progress and level are very, very low. He is not doing any exports, but he is also manufacturing unit, having got manufacturing unit, but unit is very, very less in size, and no stability, no good growth, and financially into trouble. And he is working very hard. He is doing wages also, under wages also, who is doing some work for others. It means he is manufacturing and giving the product to other companies also. And sometimes he is doing very good, and but most of the time it is not good, more expenditure, so no good growth. He is working very hard, but despite that, he is not able to get his destiny. He is indicating a lot of hurdles that Lagna has to face in general, not only in the business, in general. So that when compared to the first one, the second one is lesser. And compared to the second one, the third one is what we are going to study now. It is going to be very, very less. Please understand, all are in the same business, and all these three natives are in the same Lagna, Leo Lagna. You can see not only the destiny point of view and also the sub periods, the strength of the Lagna also importantly playing role. The first one, the example number 19, the strength of the Lagna will be very good. We already studied. And next one, that's example number 20, that strength of the Lagna is not that much. It is indicating obstacles also. But this one, you can see definitely it will be comparatively, lesser than the previous one with a lot of 8 and 12. And 8 and 12 influence will be strongly influencing most of the planets, making that Lagna, the native, is to bound to face a lot of hurdles and struggles in this birth. So we are going to study this one now with the help of the EPS tables. Example 21, business prospects. The native into textiles, manufacturing, and also supplying to others for wages. And we are going to discuss on the natives' weak progress, loss also, and hurdles in growth. We are going to study with the help of the EPS tables now. This is the birth chart of that male native born on 30th June 1962, 10:33 a.m. in Tamil Nadu. Before proceeding to the self-signification study, let us have a general discussion on the birth chart. Let me keep open that North Indian chart. Now let us check the birth chart. As I said, this Lagna, this native's Lagna also Leo. All these three, 19, 20, and 21 examples are born with the Leo Lagna. Now let us check the strength of the Lagna. Lagna Lord Sun posted in the 10th house. This is good, right? Lagna connecting to the 10th house is good. Now, that 10th, that occupying the 10th house in the sign of Gemini, that Rasi Lord Mercury is posted in the 10th house. In the sign of Mercury, Mercury second lord, 11th lord, in the 10th house itself, it is also very good. So Lagna lord posted in the 10th house and in the sign of Mercury, 2 and 11 occupying 10th house, this is good. So Lagna connecting to 10th house and 2 and 11, this is good for the Lagna's position. And Lagna will be more inclined towards the status. All are good. But look at that Mercury is conjoined with the moon. Moon is 12th lord. It is conjoined with the 12th lord. So that is not a big thing, right? Let us see. And that also conjoined with the Mars, 4th lord and 9th lord, Badhaga lord. So here you can see that Mercury, Moon and Mars are conjoined, and Moon and Mercury are conjoined within the 10th house itself. So when three planets are conjoined and that too, that Moon and Mercury are very closely conjoined, so they will have their significations exchange, or they can easily, give their support to other planets. So they will get influenced by others easily. Let us check in detail. So we have talked about the Lagna Lord is okay. Sign Lord only having connection to the 12th house, that is not a, strong unfavorable. But whether that Lagna Lord influenced by any planet. Lagna Lord Sun is aspected by Jupiter by the 5th aspect. Jupiter is the 5th Lord and 8th Lord. From the 7th house, it is aspecting. Jupiter aspecting Sun is good. Jupiter in the sign of Saturn, 5th Lord, 8th Lord occupying 7th house. 5 is fine, but 8 is not good in indicating obstacles to the Lagna. But being the 5th Lord, it is fine. So it is a mixed significator, Jupiter aspecting Sun. Now let us check the 10th house. 10th cusp is falling in the sign of Venus in the Taurus sign. Venus in star lord is Moon and sublord is Mercury. Venus, Moon and Mercury. You can see these even in the previous chart also we discussed the same grouping, Venus, Moon, and I think it was Saturn. Venus, Moon and Mercury, they are all favorable for the possible combinations for the textiles because Venus and Moon are favorable for that. And also Mercury is supportive for the business, right? Now, as per the Baba Graha Karagatva, these are the possible combinations they are indicating. You can see Moon and Mercury, they are the rulers of the 10th house, is in the sign of Venus. So all these three planets are connected to each other. 10th Lord, 10th Star Lord and 10th Sublord all connected to each other in the 10th house. The planet which are occupying the 10th house, which are favoring to that, the 10th house matter is going to be very good. If they are indicating unfavorable houses to the 10th house, they are going to give trouble. That you have to keep it in mind. So far this grouping is good only, right? Now let us check where is the 10th Lord. 10th Lord Venus is posted in the 12th house. 10th Lord Venus, 3rd Lord, 10th Lord Venus occupying 12th house in the sign of Moon. That Moon is the 12th Lord occupying 10th house. So Moon and Venus are in sign exchange. 10th Lord in 12th house, 12th Lord in 10th house. That 12th, that Moon is not only 12th Lord, it is also 10th star Lord. So 10th house and 12th house are strongly connected. So 10 is good, 12 is not good because it is supportive for expenditures and even for losses. By way of extended significations only, we can identify whether it is indicating favorable or losses. And now that Venus, the 10th lord occupying 12th house, it is aspected by Saturn. Saturn is 6th lord, 7th lord. From the 5th house, it is aspecting to the 10th lord in the 12th house. So 6, 7, 5 in giving it supports to the 3, 10, and 12. So 5th house, 6th house, they are all influencing the 10 and 12. It is supportive also to some extent, but this 7, 5, and 6th house are influencing the 12th house, supportive for some trouble also, because 6th house connecting to the 12th house always trouble. It can lead to loss also. It can lead deaths also, depending on the other significations, self significations, extended signification. We can come to know the complete strength and weakness. So Venus, 10th lord, is influenced by Saturn. Venus is already influenced by the Rahu, which is in conjunction in the 11th house. That is fine. But the 12th house and 10th house connection is not good, right? So that way it is indicating some trouble. Now what we have to do? We have to see the extended significations. First point is that here itself, Lagna Lord is well posted, but Lagna Lord is influenced by the 8th Lord, that is one weakness, and 10th Lord and 12th Lord are in both are in sign exchange and influenced by the Saturn, 6th Lord, 7th Lord from the 5th house. Some weakness are indicated for the 10th house matters, right? So that is the one we have to keep it in mind. Now let us go to the study on the self-significations and check each planet's strength and weakness. Now let us go to the self-signification of all planets. Would have seen that, when compared to the previous examples, you could have seen that this example, 10th house matters are influenced by strong unfavorable, 12th house and 5th house influence are strongly present. So that way, it indicates some weakness strongly. And Lagna Lord also posted, but Lagna Lord in the sign of Mercury, Mercury is conjoined with the Moon 12th Lord, it is indicating some weakness. So anyway, let us go, in the detailed study on the self-significations, we can come to know the strength and weakness. Now we are on the self-signification. I have chosen the event business all only because he is not into export. So I have taken business all only, though he is into the same industry, textile, but not doing the export. Okay, now let us check the Ketu. Ketu occupying 5th house close to 6th cusp. These both houses are not very strong, favorable also, not strong, unfavorable also. 5 and 6. So what we can make Ketu can be given is pink. It is mixed one. 5 is fine and 6 is fine individually without unfavorable, it is fine only. So what we can do instead of pink, we can make it blue because it is a mixed one, not on the unfavorable side also, not on the favorable side also, not with a significant grouping. Second planet Saturn also 6, 7, and 5 and 6. So 6, 7 are supportive, but connected to the 5th house is not good. And so we are given blue. Venus, 3rd Lord, 10th Lord, occupying 12th house, 159 star Lord and 4th sublord. 3rd Lord, 10th Lord occupying 12th house. So 10 is further supported by 12 by way of investment because 3rd house to the 10th house is 12th house. That enhancement or investments or improve in the business that lead to, expenditures or investment, but not being further supported by 159 and 4 sublord is fine. So this is indicating third house matters and 10th house matters are facing some obstacles, some losses or investments and not further supported. It is supporting to the Lagna only, but not for the good progress of the business, and 4 is fine. So Venus is, because of this grouping, Venus we can give pink. Sun, Lagna Lord occupying 10th house. This is good, green. Moon, 12th Lord occupying 10th house. So 10th Lord occupying 12th house we studied. Now 12th Lord occupying 10th house, 2, 6, 10 cuspal star Lord and 7 and 11 cuspal sublord. This grouping is very good. Being the 12th Lord, it is indicating some weakness, but 10, 2, 6, 10, 7, and 11 all favorable. And Moon represents Rahu, 11th occupant, close to 12, 3, 7, 11 cuspal star Lord, and 1, 5, 9 cuspal sublord. This is having some weakness, not very good for the progress, but it is good for the Lagna. But for the business is not very good, that 159. It is indicating some changes, right? But overall, this is good because of the 12th lot. It has got some weakness. Being the 12th lot, having got, it is not being further supported by favorable. So because of that, what we can do, we can give blue color because 12th lot, moon is 12th lot occupying 10th house, no other favorable houses. It is, we cannot give it the green also. We can give light green, or let us see, well, let us go with the other planets, check that signification. Accordingly, we can check whether we can, moon can be given blue or light green. Because second planet Rahu also having some weakness, so it is better we can give blue because it is having favorable strength with some weakness, right? If it is 12th is there somewhere else in the CST also there in 12th house only, then it is not going to be strongly unfavorable. We can give it light green also depending on the favorable grouping is present. But still it is that, 12 in the source itself, so we are given blue. Let us see whether we can give change to light green also according to the other planet strength to differentiate that. Mars planet, fourth lord, ninth lord occupying ninth house. For this Leo Lagna, ninth house is Badaka. Badaka is, we have to keep it in mind. But fourth lord, ninth lord occupying ninth house itself, this is not very good for the progress. It is not supportive for progress in the business also. It is not detrimental also. It is not indicating stability. Third sublord, it is supportive. So these 4, 9, 9, 3 is in mixed signification. Let us give pink. Rahu, 11th occupant, 12th, close to 12, and 3, 7, 11 star lord. This trigon is good, and 159 sublord is not very good for the progress of the business. It is supportive for the Lagna, but not very good for the progress. This is good, but this is weak. It can give changes or challenges also, but not detrimental because of the absence of 8th house and 12th house. But 12 is there and representing moon, also 12th lord. So because of this grouping, Rahu can be given pink. You can see that moon we have given blue because it is 12th lord and representing the Rahu. But Rahu itself, we are talking, it is having mixed significations. We are given pink. Then Jupiter, 5th lord, 8th lord occupying 7th house. This is also not so good. It is also weak because 5th lord, 8th lord occupying 7th house. The Jupiter also pink. Saturn, 6th lord, 7th lord, occupying 5th house, close to 6th curse. This is, this is good only, but you have to keep it in mind. As I said that whenever 6 and 7 are connected, it is supportive for professional prospects. But if it is connected to the 8th house and 12th house, then 6 will join hands with 8 and 12 will give trouble to the Lagna. Right? So that we have to keep it in mind. So as far as this is concerned, this is favorable only. We can give light green. And Mercury. Mercury is second lord, 11th lord occupant 10th house. This is very good. And over 8 and 12 cuspal star lord, it is indicating obstacles to the second house matters, 11th house matters on the way to the 10th house, and on the way it is facing obstacles and moving towards 2, 6, 8, 10, and 12. So Mercury itself is having 8 and 12 star lord also, 8, 6, 8, 12 cuspal sublord also. 2, 6, 10 are favorable, 6, 8, 12 cuspal sublord are unfavorable. So being the 10th sublord, occupant of the 10th house is 8 and 12 star lord also, 6, 8, 12 cuspal sublord also. It is indicating strong weakness and also favor to the Lagna for the on the professional prospects. Understand, not only for the profession, for the money also. Second house moving towards this one. So 2, 6, 8, 12, 2, 6, 8, 12 is indicating weakness for the money. It is also supportive for the loan and the dates. 268 borrowings are increased for the business, right? So this is going to be a pink shade planet. This is also mixed one only, but we have to identify the other with the other mixed one. How to differentiate this Mercury? Mercury is mixed one, but weakness is strongly more on that side. So we cannot give light red also. What we can do, instead of dark pink, we can give light pink. It means it is unfavorable on the other air side with the favorable. Light pink we can give, or a brown also, dark brown. This color also we can give. We have to differentiate from the other pink, right? So that way, I mean, we can see Ketu is given blue because of this 5 and 6, and Moon has been given blue because of this 12 and 10, 6, 10. As I said, no, that let us check whether Moon can be given light green or blue. Moon has been, Moon is 12th Lord, and which is the other one? Bhu Ketu. Okay, Moon is 12th Lord. Only 12th Lord. It is supportive for investment and loss also. Only based on that only we have to decide the grouping. So, but we can give Moon, we can give light green. Because 12th Lord, but moving towards all favorable. So we can give it light green, but we have to keep it in mind. It is having 12th Lord in the source. If this 12th Lord planet is getting the influence of this 8 and 12 grouping, and 5-8 grouping, then its unfavorable will be increased, right? That we have to keep it in mind. So we have studied these planets. So favorable key planets, Sun only 1 and 10. And Moon, this one already discussed. And Saturn, 6, 7, 5, 6. That is also light green, but not very good grouping. So you can see that good grouping planet, what we are given, that green color, only with not with a significant grouping. Sun only 1 and 10, not with other CST, CSL. Moon also the same way. It is good with the 12th Lord. It is comparatively better. But being the 12th Lord, having got favorable, second planet has got some weakness. And other key planet, that is Saturn, is 6, 7, 5, 6, not very good. No, when Mercury should be a good key planet, even in the other chart also, Mercury is a very good key planet. And that Mercury is the one, Mercury is the 10th sublord, and Mercury is the Karaka planet for business also. And moreover, Mercury is the planet for, in general, natural zodiac, the Karaka planet for loans, because natural zodiac 6th lord. And here 6 sublord itself, 2, 6, 8, and 12. Mercury is the planet which is going to give a lot of struggles, troubles, and for the business and also for the money. So that is we are given light pink. So no significant key planets are present except Sun. Then comes the Moon. So Moon we are thinking of blue, that is comparatively better than the other planets. So we are given the light green. So we could see by while checking the self-signification itself, we could find the difficulty in giving the colors when compared to the previous two charts, right? That itself is indicating a lot of obstacles are indicated by each planet. Now let us use these colors, save colors, and go to the home page and check the self-significations. Sorry, destiny and the Dasa periods. Let us go to the home page now. And we are on the home page now. Let me keep this birth chart here and natal chart here. And let me keep open the combined table, that is self-signification along with the support planets. Control B. You can see when we click Control B, you can see the colors of these support planets are not having the key planets colors what we assign now. These key planets colors are of the original software's key planet sheets. Whatever we have done, when we click that, it is not coming. So what we suppose if it is like that, what we have to do, let me also explain that, because the software is taking what is already generated. So to have these shades what we have assigned to come. Sometime it will directly come, sometime it may not come for some reason. We have to click house grouping because that table is coming from the built table, right? The support planet significations. In that case, we have to go to the house grouping. We have to go to the built page. You can see the ruler supports. The ruler supports are the one which are showing in the home page. Whether you have to click built or ruler support so that all the planets are getting the color. Then click home page. Now you click Control B. You can see these colors. The support planets have got the key planets colors. So I think you are able to understand now, right? So now let me keep this self-significance table and support planets table here. Now you can see each planet, if you study each planet self-signification color and also support planets influence, that also will indicate some the strength. You can see, as I said, no, Sun, Moon, Saturn. These three planets are the only planets have got some green color. The two, Moon and all, we have given only when compared to the other planet, it is comparatively better. We have given the, the green color. Otherwise, the Saturn also not a good significator. Saturn is only 6756. No significant grouping signified by each planet, any planet. It is, not signified by a planet. Moon only is better. That too is a 12th lot. Because of that, it is given, that light green. Otherwise, that planet also not so good, right? No other planet is comparatively better. So more planets are having pink shades and blue, and Mercury strongly, having got both favorable and strongly unfavorable 6-8-12 grouping. So that way, it is indicating that many planets are having mixed key planets, right? So look at the support planets, which is a strong unfavorable key planet, Mercury, right? Mercury is a strong unfavorable key planet. And which are the other unfavorable key planet? Jupiter is not so bad. If it is getting connected to the 8 and 12 significator, it will give trouble. And Mars also 499 and 3D is also having weakness only. Rahu is favorable but not stability. And Venus also not supportive for the stability, not the progress one. More importantly, this one, Mercury is having strong unfavorable grouping with the trouble living houses to the Lagna, on the money, also on the, business point of view. You can see Ketu is not having Mercury, Venus is having Mercury, Sun is having Mercury, and Moon is having Mercury, Mars is having Mercury, Rahu is not having, Rahu represents Moon is having Mercury, right? And Jupiter is not having Mercury, Saturn is not having Mercury, Mercury itself. So Rahu, Jupiter, Saturn. And only these three planets, Rahu also by way of Moon is having the Mercury combination, right? So that Ketu is not having the Mercury. Ketu second planet, Saturn also not having the Mercury. So that way Ketu and Jupiter and Saturn. Only these three planets are free from the Mercury's influence. Mercury is good also, and also with a lot of struggles and lot of weakness and obstacles and loss also to the Lagna and the business prospects. That itself is indicating lack of good key planets, right? And presence of strong unfavorable key planet. That unfavorable key planet, importantly, Mercury influencing all the planets. Most of the planets are under the influence of that planet. That itself is indicating this is not a very good chart for the business prospects. Even without studying the all planets level wise grouping, also we can check by proper analyzing the self significations and also their support planets, we can find the influence of the favorable planets and unfavorable key planets and also their role in supports. I think you're able to understand this discussion, right? Okay, now let us check the destiny. Which is the destiny planet? 10th Lord is which planet? 10th Lord is Venus and 10th cuspal sublord is Mercury. Both the planets we have to study now. 10th Lord is Venus. Venus is mixed one in the star of Mercury itself. 12 level is moon, sublord is sun is fine. So 10th lord is in the star of your planet is supportive for earning and job professional prospects, but this grouping is not good. And Venus, you see, Venus in the star of Mercury, that Mercury in the sign of Venus itself, right? So that way both are connected to each other. So that way, that unfavorable grouping also influencing this Venus, 10,000 meters are going to face a lot of, already it is talking about investment or loss. That is in the star of your planet, gain and also lot of struggles and losses also. So that way they are all connected to each other. And Mercury in the support, it is got moon. Moon is favorable because it's conjoined with the moon, but moon is favorable, but because of the 12th lord, it is also supporting for the investments and the expenditure. And Mercury in the star of moon itself, so this is also connected, right? Now the sublord is sun is fine. Sublord is sun is fine 1 and 10, but unfortunately, sun is also in the sign of Mercury only. So Mercury is the planet which is making that weakness for all planets. Mercury is the one which is the second lord, 11th lord occupying 10,000, 10th sublord also having got this all unfavorable grouping, 8 and 12 grouping in star level also, in cuspal sublord also, along with that 6, 8, 12. Lagna is going to face these obstacles and hurdles. And star lord of the sun is Rahu. He is supportive for the Lagna. Lagna is getting the support of this one. It is good only. Rahu represents moon, also supportive. That Rahu also in the sign of moon and conjoined with the Venus. Conjoined with the Venus, right? Rahu in the conjunction to the Venus. The Venus is the planet 3, 10, 12, these houses. It is not so good. And Venus is posted where Venus is conjoined with Venus. Venus is in the sign of moon. That moon is in the sign of Venus. So moon and Venus sign exchange is present. It is supportive with the favorable houses, but along with that 12th house are strongly indicating. So that way that 4, 8, 12, you can see 8 and 12 grouping strongly present. Along with this joining hands, 12 and 5 and 9 are joining hands. They are all indicating weakness, right? Not good for the stable business, not good for the good progress also. This is as far as the 10th Lord is concerned. 10th Lord planet in the star of Mercury itself is indicating strongly unfavorable. Now that one, what is that 10th sublord planet? 10th sublord is which planet? 10th sublord is Mercury. Mercury in the star of moon. Moon is 12th lord, 10, this is fine. Second planet has got some weakness, but 211 in the star of this one, it is indicating money is expended, but is expenditures happening for the business, all these things fine. But you can see Mercury and moon are in sign, they are in conjunction. You can see moon and Mercury, they are in conjunction. Moon and Mercury are in conjunctions. Mercury is giving its unfavorable significations also to this planet and also favorable. So 4, 8 and 12, 6, 8, 12 further supported by this. And moon in the sign of Venus, Venus in the sign of moon, and Venus itself is a mixed significator. So 12, 1, 5, 9. So here also Venus is connected. Mercury forming ruler link. 12 level also moon. Sublord is sun. So sublord is sun, being the sublord Lagna 10, it is trying to help the Lagna, help the native to get his status and position. Despite some obstacle hurdle, that it is supportive. But that sun is also under the influence of Mercury because sun is in the sign of Mercury, right? That you can see the because of that one, it is trying to get back the strength and status. But the influence of the Mercury at the source, Mercury is passing ruler link to the star level planet Moon by conjunction. Mercury passing its ruler link to the sublord planet being the Rasi Lord for the Sun. So that way, unfavorable Mercury with the favorable also, trouble giving houses to the Lagna and also 10th house are influencing the star level and sub level. It is indicating strong obstacles are indicated by the destiny. So 6, 8, 12, 4, 8, 12 will be there at the star level also, sub level also. It is indicating the destiny and the 10th house matters are going to be always troublesome. Favorable also there, but this 12 supported by this one, again 12 supported by this one, favorable also and unfavorable also. Then Lagna itself is going to face this one. So obviously, Lagna will put all its efforts, but despite that efforts and all these things, Lagna will find difficulty or hurdles in the progress. There will not be good progress, lot of expenditures, and because of the 12th house, 8 and 12, that the second house matters are going to face that 6, 8, 12 money matters are going to be increased by way of loans and Sun 12th house strongly indicating supportive for investments and also losses because Moon in the sign of Venus, Venus in the sign of Moon. 12th Lord occupying 10th house, 10th Lord occupying 12th house. So money is spent on the business also. A lot of money is investment that is going to be into loss also. Lagna will try to make the position, Lagna and 10. That is also influenced by the Mercury by way of trouble. So this is the karma that native's destiny is supportive. Look at the favorable only 2, 11, 10. All these grouping are good only, right? But look at the unfavorable grouping also strongly being passed on to all the other levels. The star level planet is only 12th Lord. But the 12th Lord of planet is getting the influence of the Mercury, which is 8 and 12 star Lord and 6, 8, 12 cusp sub Lord. That 12 is further increased or, supported by the unfavorable signification of the Mercury. Of course, Mercury is favorable, also giving support. So there will be fund flow will be supported that will be by way of loans and losses also can be incurred. So despite lot of struggles by the Lagna, that native is not strongly, not able to, grow and a lot of obstacle hurdles and losses. It is destined in the destiny. If you look at the destiny of the Lagna also, so Lagna Lord in the star of Rahu, right? Lagna Lord in the star of Rahu, 1 and 10 in the star of Rahu, Rahu is 11, 3, 7, 11, they are all favorable. 159 is favoring to the Lagna's happiness, right? And Rahu in the star of Mercury, right? Rahu in the star of Mercury, Rahu represents moon, that moon is conjoined with Mercury, so that sun planet he is getting the influence of the Mercury because Sun in the sign of Mercury. Rahu representing Moon is having connection to the Mercury because conjoined with the Mercury. Rahu in the star of Mercury itself, that is also not good. And sublord is Ketu. Ketu planet. Ketu is not having that Mercury in its support, that is fine. And Ketu in the star of Moon, that is having Moon is conjoined with the Mercury. So the unfavorable key planet, that is the destiny planet itself is self-afflicted planet. It is influencing the Lagna. So Lagna is getting influenced by the Mercury by way of 2, 11 and 10 favorable and 1, 6, 8, 10, 12. 1, 6, 8, 10, 12 grouping are indicating some sort of trouble to the Lagna, stress to the Lagna, temper to the image, disrespect to the Lagna. All are present. Lagna will try to hold it, but that will be reduced by the influence by the other planet, especially by way of money and status, right? That is because of the weakness of the Lagna. Strength of the Lagna is weak. Whatever the troubles are given by the destiny, Lagna has to face it in a significant way. If the Lagna is not having such significations, not under the influence of the Mercury, then Lagna can some more can balance. But here, though Mercury is not ruling the primary levels, but Mercury rule at the 12 level and influencing other levels. Because of that Mercury's influence is giving influence to the Lagna, making the Lagna is weak. Otherwise, Lagna in the star level and sub level, if you talk, no, if you check with the Lagna connected to the 10th house and 11, 3, 7, and 159, and 2 level also it is 2, 11, and 10 with obstacles, and K to 5 and 6. So Lagna will not be bothered about that one. Lagna 1, 10, 11, 7, 7, 11, 159, 5 and 6. 8 and 12 significator, 6, 8, 12 significator are not ruling at the planet level, star level, sub level. Lagna Lord is not under the influence of the 6-8-12 grouping at the star level, sub level directly. But it is having that favorable grouping to the Lagna. Lagna will have the confidence. But because of the influence of the unfavorable key planets influencing the Lagna and the star level planet, that is Mercury, and because of that, Lagna cannot do that, because those unfavorable key planet already influencing the destiny planet on the business, right? Moreover, look at the Lagna sublord. Lagna lord we check. Lagna sublord is Rahu. Lagna sublord Rahu in the star of a planet Mercury. That is indicating weakness, strongly unfavorable. Again, sublord also Mercury. So Lagna sublord in the star of a planet favorable, but lot of struggles, obstacle, tension, stress, and trouble to the Lagna and the money. All these things the native is bound to experience in this birth. That is the destiny the native is having. So Lagna strength is weak for this natal chart, right? So now one thing let me check, let me explain that. We have studied on the Lagna strength and also destiny. Now let us check the periods. Now the native is running. Let me close this one. Now the native is running the dasa of, just a minute, Mercury dasa, just a minute. Let me close this also. The native running Mercury Dasa, Mercury Bhukti now started. So from January 2023. So prior to that in 2000, approximately in 5 or 6, 2005 or 4 onwards, from January 2004 onwards up to 2023 January 4th, it means 22 end. So he was running Saturn Mahadasa prior to that Jupiter Dasa. So let us check how was the Saturn Dasa. Now the Mercury Dasa, and then previously Saturn Dasa, then previously then Jupiter Dasa. Let us check Jupiter and Saturn, the previous two Mahadasas. Jupiter is having some weakness, 5 at 7, not detrimental. Jupiter, check the Jupiter is Saturn and Ketu in the support, it is good only. And Rahu, star lord planet, is having some mixed signification, not that much bad. But as I discussed, Rahu in the star of Mercury, Lagna sublord and 5th sublord, 9th sublord, and Rahu in the star of Mercury having mixed signification, weakness to the Lagna and also money and also the job professional prospect. Second planet, Moon is conjunct with the Mercury, that is also not good. Sublord Mars is 4, 9, and 9. It is also not strongly favorable for the progress. Planet level, star level is comparatively better. But sublord planet Mars is not strongly favorable. It is not talking about anything. It is talking about only weakness, not progress. It is supportive for the effort, but 493 is not good for the progress of the business, right? So where is Mars? Mars is having Venus in its supports. Venus and also having got Mercury in its supports, right? So Mars is getting the influence of the Mercury. Mercury is the 12-level planet. 12 planet is forming rodal link to the Mars also. Itself is indicating weakness, but star lord planet is comparatively better, right? 2 level is weak and sublord also having some weakness. Now check that in the Jupiter Dasa, he was running business and with all the effort and all, still it is troublesome only. In that Jupiter Dasa, Which is the one, which planet is supporting to the Jupiter is Rahu 11, 12, 3, 7, 159. Though 12 level is weak, that is good. And that during that Rahu period, Jupiter Dasa, Rahu Bhukti is having that Mercury star level and sub level, right? During that period, imagine that Rahu in the star of this planet, look at only the favorable, he got a very good business prospects with a good earning he started getting, because this planet is getting star level, sub level, giving good progress and money also, earning also there. But look at this one, they are all indicating lot of struggles and obstacles are also there. It means what? Lagna got good earning, but everything is towards that loans and struggles, obstacles, everything also connected to that. And Mercury in the star of Moon, and Mercury and Moon are conjoined also, right? And talking about 12th, so money is invested and money is spent. No savings of money is indicated by this planet, because star level planet, sub level planet, or 8 and 12, 2 is 6, 8, 12 grouping, indicating that strongly supports for earning, also supportive for out of struggles to the Lagna and loss to the Lagna also, right? So Jupiter Ragu, somehow he was happy with that because the earnings are good when compared to the previous periods. When Saturn Dasa started in 2004 onwards, look at Saturn in the star of Moon, sub of Saturn, look at the colors are green only. No pink shade is given. But as I said that time, Saturn is 6, 7, and 5 and 6, being the sixth lord. Okay. Saturn is in the star of Moon 12, 10, 2, 6, 10, 7, and 11, and it is conjoined with the Mercury, right? Conjoined with the Mercury, na? And Saturn also having got Venus and Rahu and Jupiter in its supports, right? Now Saturn, sixth lord, seventh lord, in the star of a planet 12 and 10, it is supportive or favorable, but influenced by the Mercury. Saturn in the star of Moon, influenced by Mercury. 12 level again Mercury, Moon again influenced by the Mercury. And sublord is again Saturn. Saturn again the in the star of Moon. Saturn planet is having got Venus in its supports. Venus is talking about 3, 10, 12, 1, 5, 9, right? And I said sixth lord planet, if it is having connection to the 8,000, 12,000, of course 5 is also joining hands. The 6, 8, 12 grouping will give struggle to the Lagna on the money matters, and it can lead to loss also. Already the destiny planet is given the green signal for that. That planet influencing the star level planet Moon and 12 level planet Moon and last level planet Moon. This 6, 7, 12 grouping, look at this grouping. This is not good. This is indicating weakness. Moon is in the sign of Venus. Venus is the planet. It is 3, 10, 12, and 1 fine. It is also not good for the progress. So during that Saturn period, so he started facing the problem on account of sixth house and also seventh house. 6 moving towards 5, 6 again. And in the star of a planet that is called, Moon, 12 connect, 12th Lord. Influenced by the favorable, 6 is getting some support also, good. Bad influence of the Mercury on the unfavorable side, 8 and 12, 6, 8, 12 grouping. 6 is going to experience all these things. So during that period, he started facing, problem because of the money loss happened, and he got cheated also. And he has started facing a lot of loans. He started getting borrowing money, more money for the business. 6, 7, 12, and 10 invest into the business in the but he started facing the problem. He could not come out of that. Moreover, Saturn being the sixth lord, Saturn is able to support the native to work hard. Saturn, the planet working hard planet, that too sixth lord, and it started working on its own because Lagna is Sun. Lagna Lord occupying 10th house to maintain his status, that this planet Saturn supported for his hard work for earning, but everything, even after the hard earning, he could not succeed because that planet, what do you call, 12th house, influenced by the Mercury strongly, it is indicating losses, struggle, stress, all these things. So Mercury is the one which is going to give trouble to the all the planets. That is what happened. That Saturn, being the sixth lord, experienced a lot of struggles to the given to the Lagna. After the Saturn, the whole Saturn, he was struggling in the sense because it is reading some definitely during the Saturn period, he will earn money also. But whatever the money he already borrowed previously during the Jupiter Dasa, Rahu Bhukti, he borrowed many money for the investment in the business. He got more money also and got a lot of money also invested. Borrow also happened during that period. During that Saturn period, which is talking about the sixth lord, that planet we started giving the trouble to the Lagna on the sixth house matters. That way, he started facing a lot of struggles. He could not come out, always working very hard and hard, but earning for the only for his routine requirements only, commitments and all. I mean, still, wherever that you can see 6, 8, 12 is strongly signified. Sublord, at least if it is some other better planet like Sun also there, suppose. Though Mercury will be influencing that Sun, but still, instead of Saturn, if it was Sun or any other good key planet, if it is playing role, that would have been better. But Sun, Saturn itself, the Karmakaraka itself, again making the sublord, making the native to experience that trouble on account of the sixth house during this period. So native work hard, earn money, but everything is going to be spent. And 6, 8, 12 grouping supported for the natives to face the trouble on account of the loans and dates. That was the Saturn Karma Garaga is given the lot of bad experience or bad karma what native has to experience. Along with that favorable, you understand? Because of the position of the 10th house 2, 16 and 3, 7, 11, 159, somehow or the other Lagna will safeguard his status, position, name to some extent, but on the money matter, he will give the problem. When money is lost, money is into trouble, automatically that will indirectly temper the name and the status of the native, right? Now Mercury Dasa started. Mercury is the problematic planet, which is the one which is giving trouble to all the planets. That is the one second lord. It is going to start. So money is starting. 10th sublord, that is the one source planet. In the star of Moon, Moon is indicating that favorable with investments. Money is going to be invested, already having loans and all. That planet, Mercury and Moon are conjoined. Again, 12 level also Moon. One good point is that sublord is Sun 1 and 10. It is good, but unfortunately, the Mercury is passing ruler linked to the sublord Sun also. So Lagna will face these both favorable and unfavorable, and that way during this Mercury also the native will face struggles and troubles, but this planet Mercury is 2, 11, 10 in the star of Moon, 12, 10, 2, 16, favorable grouping also there. And sublord will try to help it. But anyway, this planet also that native will face lot of struggles. But 6, 8, 12 grouping like this is not there. But 6, 8, 12 already there in the sublevel planet. So that in other way that Mercury will give trouble to the native. So overall, if you check out any planet without the influence of the Mercury, without Mercury is going to be there either in the ruler or in supports. We already discussed many planets are under the influence of the Mercury. Some planets are directly having the Mercury in the ruler itself. So that way, then somehow or the other, all the planets are under the influence of the Mercury, especially Lagna Lord and Lagna Sublord and 10th Sublord. And these planets are under and 10th Lord 10th Lord Venus and it's in the star of Mercury. 10th sublord itself is trouble-giving planet Mercury. And Lagna Lord, Sun in the star of Rahu, that Sun in the sign of Mercury only. And the 12 level is Mercury. And Lagna sublord is Rahu. Rahu in the star of Mercury and sub of Mercury itself. So Lagna is influenced by the 6, 8, 12 strongly. It is indicating the weakness to the Lagna. And also 10th house, also 10th lord and 10th sublord, both are under the influence of the trouble-giving planet, unfavorable planet also. Mercury is the one which is going to give business and money along with the struggles and losses, everything. So only by way of proper financial management, the Lagna can save the money and come out of the trouble. Otherwise, Lagna want to retain its because the Leo Lagna Lord posted in the 10th house, Sun itself connected to 10th house. Lagna wants to retain his status in front of others. Because of that, Lagna will try to borrow money for the expenditures and business. That will lead into always Lagna will be under the debts only till the whole life. That is the karma. By understanding this one, if the Lagna is able to, reduce the expenditures or business also accordingly, if you start doing that without any investment or without borrowing money, you can do it. Yeah. So I think you're able to understand the difference between 19, 20, and 21. We cannot compare this 21 to the 20. 19 and all, you cannot compare at all because 19 is completely different. With free from such trouble, only moon was the only one. I think you're able to understand. Anyway, in the next video, I will show all these threes, 19, 20, and 22. Right, 19, 20, and 21. These three examples, self-signification and support planets comparatively, I will show you how you can compare these three examples in a single screen for your better understanding the role of the unfavorable and role of the support planets. Okay, we will meet in the next video. Good luck.